Good morning, Hawks. Wake up. It's time for another morning announcement brought to you by Hawk News Live and the cast of Hawk TV.
Good morning, Spruce Creek.
Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Spruce Creek. I'm Skylar Thies.
And I'm Caitlin Seibert, and this is Hawk News Live for Tuesday, February 21st.
Congratulations to the following seniors who were chosen as the News Journal's Medallion of Excellence winners. The winners representing Spruce Creek High School are Cody Carrier, Emily Keith, Hibba Nadim, Richard Nisbet, and Hamish Pierpont. The winners will receive their awards at a dinner on April 12, 2017.
Attention seniors who plan on attending Daytona State College in the fall. Appointments are now being made for the upcoming on-site registration day of March 7th. Registrations will take place at Creek in the Media Center that day. Please stop by the guidance office and see Mrs. Turngren to sign up for an appointment time, or if you have any further questions.
Attention students, a representative from DSC will be in the main atrium during lunch today.
Boys and girls track members, remember to sign up today for tomorrow's meet in Coach Mowry's room LO4 and in Coach Gallen's room P5. If you do not sign up, you will not be added to the meet.
Good morning, students, faculty, and staff. Launch Credit Union is open Tuesdays and Wednesdays at lunch. Come today with $5 and receive a free gift when you open an account.
Looking for something fun to do with your friends? Look no further. On Sunday, March 5th, a fundraiser will be taking place for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. There will be a concert featuring a band named Empire all the way from Orlando. Tickets to the auditorium are $10 being sold at the door. Kona Ice and some of Creek clubs will be selling food too. So come on down on March 5th for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society.
And now for the weather. If you liked yesterday's weather, we're in for more of the same. Today's forecast high calls for 79 degrees under partly sunny skies and light southeast winds. Currently, it's 60 degrees with calm winds.
Do you have your no pain, no gain Chick-fil-A calendar? The girls basketball team has 25 calendars left for sale. The Chick-fil-A calendar gives you free items from Chick-fil-A each month and can be used at any Chick-fil-A in the country. The cost of the calendar is $7. These calendars make great birthday gifts. If you would like one or more, please see or email Coach Jones.
There are still a limited amount of yearbooks in LO4. Get yours today before they run out.
And now we'd like to welcome Dr. Sparger to the show once again. Good morning, Dr. Sparger.
Good morning. How's everybody doing today?
We're doing pretty good.
That's good. Hey, a couple of, next week starts testing. Yes, yeah, they're excited. You're excited maybe because you're not involved. But the FSA, the writing portion of the FSA ELA test begins Tuesday next week, and some of those emails and information has gone out, so I encourage students to know where they're going for testing next week, our 9th and 10th graders, and also teachers, their responsibilities as well. So we look forward to that process starting next week, and it really continues. I don't want to say through the end of the year, but it's pretty close to through the end of the year. But next week starts the big portion of that. I've mentioned this before. We have so many activities you guys talk about here on the news and other places you can read and see about. But the district has put out a nice app for Android and for iPhones. If you search for Volusia County Schools and download that free app, then choose our school. Or choose whatever school you want to, but I would encourage you to choose our school, Spruce Creek. It'll link you to the school calendar, which is very up to date and keeps up with those different informations. It also links you to stories that appear here on the news and the news itself, as well as our Twitter account. So it's all sort of one there in one handy place. So I would encourage you to look for that particular app to keep up with what you talk about here on the news and the other things that are going on. Especially as we get to this time of the year where there seems like there's so many different things going on. I don't know if you guys caught the play yesterday or the in-school performance. Well, you guys were seniors, so you but it was very good. And so I hope you'll come out and appreciate those things. I know last week was, Friday was Kindness Day, and I saw some different examples of that displayed. But throughout this month, we've been talking about kindness, and there are signs on walls to encourage, and we talked about the wooden tokens that we've given out in terms of recognizing examples of kindness. But we culminate with the coin, which I think was mentioned on the news last week. I say coin, but some people call it a medallion. And I was looking on the internet, several months ago, and I came across this quote from a guy named Martin Cornfield. It says, "If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction." And that's on the back of this coin, and the front, the inscription that we talked about before, "We rise by lifting up others." And so this month, sort of in a fashion that I was glad is over in some ways, we recognized my 50th birthday, right, last week. Thank you for all for being involved with that. And I was on the news right before that, and I threw out the number 50. And so what I was asking is students that throughout this month and maybe into months after February, 50 acts of kindness. 50 acts of kindness. This Martin Cornfield said his mother challenged him to perform 2 acts of kindness a day. And so as a way to recognize that, folks and it's sort of the honor system, and I might ask you to give me a couple of examples of some recent acts of kindness, but if you felt like you've performed 50 acts of kindness through this process, and whenever that takes you, I have a coin to give you, or a medallion to give you. I only have a limited number of these, so folks will need to find me or Mrs. Rocco during that process to receive one of these, but I would look forward to recognizing those individuals, and hopefully it's something, obviously, that will continue throughout the year and into the years ahead. So the kindness campaign. I do have a few jokes to end with here. So a student gave me this joke. I had to write it down. Why is wheat the best grain?
Why?
It's bred for success. Bred for success. And a recent joke book, I picked up a few others here. Why was the macaroni's mother so steamed?
I'm not sure.
People even use the word steamed anymore, but his elbows were on the table. His elbows were on the table. What did the margarine say to the bread?
Not sure.
You butter not. Butter not. What happens if your eyes get too cold?
I don't know.
You get icicles. Icicles. Is that funny? Why wouldn't the bulb light up? It was a flower bulb. Flower bulb. Okay. And we'll end with this one. What is a soda's favorite game? A soda's favorite game.
I'm not sure.
Follow the liter. Follow the liter. That's really all I have.
All right.
Back to you.
That's all for today. We'll see you in the news.
And it's a great day to be a hawk.
Scene 1, Apple, take 1. Scene 1, Apple, take 1.